longer and longer. And it seems like the outcomes are worse and worse. At least through my own personal opinion. So, but what do I know? So, anyways, there's a couple things going on today. So thank you guys for being here. Hopefully the sound. I think Nit and I fixed a little bit of the audio. And thank you, Richard, for streaming earlier today. I know Richard streamed for several hours for you guys earlier, so that's a huge added bonus for NTA. So, anyways, Cheers is gonna be in LA in a few hours. Right on. Pull out your phone, Cheers, and add to it. This guy's taking out stop sticks like right in front of him. It's great. I mean, this is that's great. Oh, that was too funny. I wonder if I can get this one to go again. Let's see. I want to see if I can't, because this one channel 7's way behind this other one, so I'm hoping that maybe I can still get where these guys literally pull up next to a police vehicle. Here we go, right here.
That's got a spike strip.
I'm just surprised that he didn't take protection.
A little bit of a stare down there. A little bit of a stare down, but again, it's difficult to spike strip the suspects when they're not moving like that. But he continues southbound here on Figueroa, and let's see, it's past Martin Luther King.
I can't even rewind it.
Kind of get my eyes out. So yeah, he has passed Martin Luther King.
That was pretty funny.
Looks like he's down towards.
Anyways, I'm gonna go back up with
that area there.
That's what was interesting, that they were talking to the officer there.
Right, JT, it looked like...
the stream that had it's a little bit, these guys are about 30 seconds behind. There you go. Anyways, enjoy.
It really is. I didn't want to say it. I'm glad one of our viewers brought that up. This car just keeps going and going. It has had quite a bit of abuse. That guy driving it definitely, damaging it beyond damaging it. This continues, though. That car is, front end's damaged, that passenger side wheel not functional. He is driving a lot slower. We're in the rain right now. I just got to talk about some other things. We're getting these kind of awkward shots right now because working our way through this area out here, we're going to be underneath LAX. That LAX is our Achilles heel, and LAPD has 2 helicopters overhead. They have 2 LAPD helicopters overhead, so these guys are going to be turning. It's turning towards us right now, 51st Street. You saw that large amount of people out there, but because of the airspace and our separation laws for the aircraft, they have 2 helicopters out here, so we have to stay even farther away. And that's what's happening right now. We're on 51st Street. You can see him making that turn. That's going to be the freeway right there. He's going to be going underneath that, underneath the carpool lane on the 110 freeway. He's working his way towards us now. So it's going to be, we'll see where this goes. Probably my guess is just from where the general direction, probably going to be getting onto Broadway and continuing south. But we'll see here in just a moment. We're on 51st Street, moving very, very slowly. LAPD definitely knows where he is, what's going on, and a number of officers are following him out here. And here we come up to Broadway, a lot of traffic out here, and just people out here walking around. I wonder if they even know who this guy is as they come out in force, popping off pictures. Now he's starting to get a little bit more aggressive, following a food truck. We're going to be turning northbound on Broadway, southbound Broadway. So it's going to be continuing that same path that we've been taking, but we're basically just on the other side of the 110. their distance. LAPD is starting to use more aircraft to monitor this. Now more of a following than anything else. They're just kind of keeping an eye on this guy right here. We're about probably this is going to be 56th Street. I haven't heard a street called out in a while. He's moving along. That car really starting to suffer there. You can see how low that front stance is. Working his way very slowly through those intersections. Not the type of maneuver we saw earlier on South Los Angeles area for sure. Moving along. Got him on the phone, or that woman basically almost seems to be cheering him on. Other cars now being aggressive, kind of catching up. I'm wondering if these are people that may know him. You just got to know, though, if somebody that does know this person gets involved in this pursuit, that's going to be a problem in itself. I see other phones out in these other cars, people waving as this thing is moving behind it. It is really becoming a spectacle, which it's a little unnerving, even for me, as watching this. This is not how it's supposed to go down. This is not something that you want to be attach your name to in any way. But these other cars right here, these two other vehicles, are definitely have something to do with what's going on out here. Following along behind that white looks like an older Buick, and then of course that other one right there. These cars definitely following the suspect. I see phones out. I see other type of smartphones. So these guys, if LAPD isn't chasing them now, they are. And if they know them, this could be a problem for them when this comes to an end, And if they don't know them, it might also still be a problem for you because LAPD is not going to take time into that. This is a very slow-moving pursuit through some of these South Los Angeles neighborhoods right now, almost becoming a parade. Very bizarre. The only thing I can say right now, the passenger of the car basically getting out of the car right now, making some sort of gesture contact with the car right behind him. But the Mustang basically they're just going to roll this out until it stops. And it may happen here very shortly. Southbound or northbound? Northbound. Yep, that older Buick that's following him right there. Definitely at least following the pursuit. We made a northbound turn, but that's going to be on Wadsworth. I'd like to get an avenue or a street so we get an idea where we are right now. But definitely continuing on. It does seem like he has a plan of some sort. He's not just kind of rolling along. There's that Buick right there pulling up right next to him right now, basically talking to that guy. Don't know if he's giving him some wise advice or just some advice, but look at that. People basically out there, maybe he knows this area, basically stopping right now, talking to people out there on the streets. If these are his people, then, they need to tell him, just get out of the car. There we go. Driver's out of the car, on the phone, just kind of walking around. This is where it's coming to an end, sitting on the car. So, he's taunted LAPD many times, and it seems like he's taunting them again. Some handshakes going on. The only reason I'm going a little bit wider right now is because I want to see if LAPD is in the area. They are not. We know we're very close to Wadsworth, and he's just kind of doing some handshakes out here. And the driver doing bear hugs. This is like he just won GTA. But what they don't show you on GTA is what happens to what reality is going to happen here shortly. Don't know what the deal is with the car, if it was his own, or if it was not. Waiting on Los Angeles at the LAPD to make their way over here. The passenger just kind of sitting there talking. The driver blending into the crowd. I do see him right there. Again, the officers from LAPD, we haven't heard anything, but you can imagine that they've got to be making their way up over here. Right now, I'm just want to get some cross streets. And well, Lena, I have some unconfirmed information about what's going on right now because I was very, very curious here. So basically what's going on is the Sheriff's Department started this pursuit earlier on. And then it got handed off to California Highway Patrol. And then, of course, LAPD got involved into this pursuit. Now that it has come to a stop, Sheriff's Department is being notified of where the suspects are, but they don't have a unit in the area right now. So it's just kind of a waiting game. He's basically saying, hey, I'm right here, and I'm still not been arrested. It is humorous. I can't see it going anywhere, any kind of south from this point, but very, very bizarre ending to a very bizarre chase. Earlier on, this guy taunting officers, donuts in the streets. He did make a collision with one other person on the 101 freeway. It was very tense moments. Then we were winding our way through the mountains out there. This guy really putting that car through its paces. Maybe very good at video games. This car really started to handle the punishment that was being doled out to it. Front passenger tire, when he went off the road, hit a big rock. That tire eventually went flat miles down the road. Many agencies involved, a couple of very close calls, but in the end, this car just kept going and going and going, pushing his way through traffic. TMZ tour bus, good on him. Not sure if he did it on purpose, not sure if it was just accidental, but basically got this guy's way, slowed it down, made an opportunity, but none of those opportunities were taken. Somebody giving him a phone right now so he can talk to somebody. Obviously, this is an area that either he knows or just very friendly people out here, South Los Angeles. I've always believed that personally. But, here we go. This car's sitting here on the street. I know we're near McKinley. People are starting to work their way out here in numbers. A large crowd is going to start forming out here shortly. And, LAPD in the area, but they're waiting on the Sheriff's Department right now. Just looking up and down the street, we're trying to get an idea where this is. But right now, this guy's standing in the rain. And people coming out, taking pictures. And the car is sitting there, and more people starting to work their way out. Traffic starting to build. But this pursuit now over, and I say that with a question mark because nobody's in custody. But the car's just sitting here waiting on the Sheriff's Department to work their way out here to the South Los Angeles area to welcome these two folks to the system. He's moving. Look. Yeah. Hey, no, and this is very courteous indeed. This is kind of unusual because the crowd's going to start forming out here, and I'm kind of wondering when the officers do arrive, what kind of attitude they're going to be greeted with. These two seem to be more than willing to to basically put their hands up. Some selfies being taken there. You can't miss that opportunity. And traffic moving very, very slowly by there. More selfies being taken. The passenger, just basically more of the hero, which is kind of unusual in itself. And now officers from LAPD are also seeing the number of people that are starting to arrive out here. So now it's starting to snowball a little bit more. They don't want to make that turn. They don't want to show up over there because they don't want to be outnumbered and have an issue. So they're going to be waiting on more units to arrive out here. You can see some sheriff's units right there. Again, this is going to be very close to 5-1 in Central, 51st and Central. You can take a look at all the traffic out there, and these two guys, their moment to shine. Some high fives going around, a bunch of selfies being taken, and more people starting to show up out here as the cars are starting to flow through the area. Even an old lady out there with her phone. There we go. Definitely. Definitely a very surprising ending, and it kind of shows you something. They got to point this out. It is the more kinder, friendlier law enforcement in the Los Angeles area. These are Sheriff's Department. These are the deputies out here. Just walked up to these two guys. These two guys also maybe a little bit, more of they willingly went into custody. Even the dog is not amused. He's done with that as well. These two guys basically walked up, got into cuffs. Basically, the deputies could have handed it to him. Looks like they would have put him on themselves. Second one now being frisked, being placed into the car. Officers are going to take this car. Probably it's going to go into some sort of custody, probably to a impound yard. Probably they're talking to him right now, wanting to know if anybody knows the owner of the vehicle, asking people to move back. This still could become a crowd type of situation. Even though these two were with the mindset like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and go into custody, the other ones may not be. I don't know. There's a third person here. Deputies are taking this person into custody as well. Maybe this was the mysterious third passenger in the vehicle earlier on that somebody said that maybe they let out. That was before we were able to get up at Sky 9 and get on this. So they are taking one more person into custody. But again, this person almost willingly being taken into custody. So very bizarre ending to a very bizarre chase out here this afternoon. Law enforcement handling it, but the crowd's still out here for sure. We're going to keep an eye on it, but the car is stopped. 3 in custody. All out here, South Los Angeles, 5-1 in Central, where it all begins. That's her car. That's her car. That's her car. we get fuel in time.
So, so I'm wondering, so what would have
We have
been...
to go swap helicopters. John was muscling through the mechanical issue that's been in this chopper. Our management's been aware. The same mechanical issue has been popping its ugly head up during the pursuit. But John was kind enough to...
So what would have been safer? This that you see right now? Or spinning them out, letting the car roll and kill the 2 people in the car? I ask you.
We probably can do top of the floor, but then after, I mean top of the floor, and then we have to go. Copy that. Hey, John, how you doing? You want the plain Clarks? I have plain old Clarks. Huh? Yeah. You are the pilot. You are the man. Oh. Thank you for that. I did not know. Thank you. Okay, so we're just doing live shot. I'm gonna just do the live shots and determination, correct? Okay, cool. Thank you. I wanted to be funnier. I'm sorry. I know. That's, it's weird. I'm really, really worried about just that. I'm going to start cracking jokes and then somebody's going to get killed. Copy. They put all 3 in the same car. I'm surprised they didn't just put them in there and whisk out of there, because they haven't. They're putting up crime tape. Come on. that Dave Lopez? Hey, do you guys need the plate? Because if you need it, we got it right now. They do? Six Romeo Bravo. Simon Des, do you need the license plate off the car, or you guys don't care? It's going to be 6 Romeo Bravo 340. 6 Romeo Bravo 340. And just double check it, but we have it on very good authority that the registered owner was the crying girl that dropped her phone and freaked out when she saw her car.